Hello and welcome to my studio journal. Now back in 2022, I started to redesign my home studio, shifting from software to hardware for the first time. What began as a few videos for some curious students soon became an ongoing unfiltered record. So I had bought this grill as a spacer. I didn't have anything in there. Well, now that I'm going to have something in there, I can take this out and I can actually use it in one of the power units that I have off to the side powering that synth wall that I put together. So we'll see how this plays out. So this is where we're going to put the Patchbay, of course, because it's easier if all the patch points are together than if they're across the room from each other. I was originally going to put I thought of maybe putting the other side. I decided against that, so we're going to put it here, of course, because it makes the most sense. Goes out this way. For such short screws, they take forever to pull out of here. Good news is this is already set up to put in the Patchbay, so being a 1U vent, it's already set up for everything, which is good. Okay, so now, how do we want to do this? We want to do this the same way, make sure everything is the right way. We're going to put it in here. Watch it not fit. Why isn't it not fitting? Okay, let's see here. So now, what it looks like what I'm going to have to do is, it looks like I'm going to have to loosen some of these units in here to make everything slide around a little bit so that this thing can fit in. Is that going to help out, or do I have to undo the top one? Oh, there we go. That made a difference a bit. Okay, so we're going to shove that in there. I think we're good. Put this in. That is going in, right? There we go. And the last one. Another thing I have to do is, when I built this thing, I thought that the weight alone was going to stop it from pushing back when I go to plug things in. I'm going to actually put something behind here that into the wood that stops it from pushing back. So I'll be able to actually have a better chance of having this. I shouldn't have done that, but anyhow, it works out still. It's okay. But anyhow, so it won't keep on pushing back every time I go and try to patch something in. So anyhow, this gives us certainly enough patch points for this. Plus it allows me to take things over and put them in other areas in the room as well, because I can use longer patch cables for in there. So anyhow, I'm really happy with the way that worked out. So now we just need to put in the other unit on the other side here. Okay, so this one is a little trickier. I'm using a duster, and I got a duster in there. I haven't peeled these things off yet because technically I don't own them. So I'm not doing that. However, by the way they're in the rack, they're going to be probably staying. So far I seem to like them. So anyhow, we need to add in another. Yeah, I guess we better put it in here. Okay, we need to put in another nut in this area right here, if I can get my big chubby hands in there. Okay, so the problem is I got to take off. I didn't want to do that. Got to take off this, because my fingers are too chubby to be able to get in there with this thing. I could try and use a different screwdriver, but I don't don't know where I don't think I have one on hand. Once again, I could put a bracket behind this one too, so that it doesn't push back. And that way I just need to remove the bracket whenever I want to actually remove the units themselves. All right. That should give me enough room to kind of get in there. Okay, so now let's try this again. If I take this, put this there, and now I can get my fingers in there to do the rest of it. There we go. That's one in. Here's the other one. If I had the screwdriver I was using originally when I put this thing together, it would have been a lot easier. This one doesn't want to go in. Why? That rack bent the... Oh, this thing's a little different in shape. Okay, let's see if we can get this in here. Nope, doesn't want to go in. Why? Because the thing up top, maybe? Maybe we'll try another one of these. Or is it just because I'm left-handed? What is going on? Other one went in real easy. Nope, just nowhere near it. There we go. Took long enough. Okay, now let's make sure this goes in the right way. I also had to take this out of the rack anyhow because I had to be able to reach my hand in here. Okay. Joy of putting these things in. Okay. Now everything is still there. Just need some screws out of here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got that.
If you'd like to follow the full journey, check out my online studio journal linked in the description. Until next time, I'm just a music teacher having fun. Catch you on the next one.